Good morning, everybody. Hi, guys. Hi. I just watched 5 minutes of the reunion and I'm shooketh. Okay. All right, Carla, good thing you're catching up. Pam, Shan, I only caught the last 30 minutes of it. The last 30 minutes was actually really sad. The last 10 minutes was important, like Andy said. Shan, I cannot believe that you didn't get it. That's awful. All right, guys. Everybody pile in. This is going to be a big one. So guys, welcome. If you guys aren't familiar, welcome to Join Me Live for the Morning 5. Today we're being taken over by the Shahs of Sunset reunion, part 2, pretty much recapping it. Actually, yeah, I guess we're really recapping it since a lot of you missed it. At first I was just going to take opinions on last night, but let's talk about it. Okay, where do I start? I have notes. First of all, obviously tonight was the big focus was the whole MJ and Reza situation. Them having a friendship for over 30 years and trying to come up with some kind of resolution to this whole big thing. And that's why the last 10 minutes were extremely important. Because the whole time they were fighting like cats and dogs and it was crazy. We also cover we cover Adam's naked Jenga topic. We cover Destiny talking about setting up the whole Ali situation. We talk about MJ being in the hospital, and I don't know if you guys did miss it. Gigi's hilarious because she's so stoned and she's just like she's laughing her ASS off. I don't know what I can say on here, guys. You know how it works. I don't know if I can say cuss words. All right. Good morning, Gabriel. Good morning, Gina. Good morning, Shannon. I know. Morning, Debbie. Jamal, you missed it too? Oh, thank you, Hippreet. It was intense. Yes, it was. And guys, thank you so much again for watching. We already have almost 23 in the room this morning. That's awesome. Jazz, thank you. Good morning. Guys, before we get started, I did want to say last night or yesterday, I did miss Grandma Scary. She sent a super chat. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry that I missed it, but I didn't want you to think that I forgot about you. I went back and I saw it, so thank you, Grandma Scary, for the super sticker. It was a super sticker. And thank you guys so much for your support to my channel. You guys mean everything. I've only been doing this for a month and a half now, so this is awesome. I love doing it, and I love the fact that you guys support it. So thank you. Moving on, let's get started with the Shahs of Sunset recap. Okay, guys, again, I don't know where should I start? I have a list. Okay, first of all, I wanted to start by saying Destiny likes to dig, but she did admit that she took part in everything, I guess, being that she had the conversations with Ali and whatever, but she also said that she tried to be there for MJ. MJ was like, Destiny wasn't there for me, Reza wasn't there for me, nobody was there for me. I was going through a crazy surgery that took almost 2/3 of my blood out of my body and nobody was there. And Destiny was like, actually, that's not true. I did try to be there for you, and when I contacted you, you said, why don't we wait till the cameras are around? And I was like, really? Wait till the cameras were around? That was weird to me. And that was funny to me because she said that at the beginning of the part 2 recap, and then later towards the end, she accuses Reza of the same thing. She's like, Reza wasn't there for me because he was waiting for the cameras to be around. Guys, 36 in the room. That's exciting. All right, let's see if we can make it to 50 this morning. 36. I don't believe density. It's Destiny. You're confusing me, Kathy, but that's funny. I don't know if you did that on purpose. But no, as we keep moving on, the whole thing, she's accusing MJ of not wanting her to check up on her without the cameras, and MJ's accusing Reza of not coming without the cameras to check up on her because he wanted the camera time. So they're all pretty much accusing each other of being camera hungry. Let me see if I can pop this bigger. Yeah. Oh my God, that's so much better. All right, guys, 38 in the room. So anyways, I thought that Destiny was a little bit of a, I don't know. If you guys watch and you see her face, she's like, And I was also confused. Why does she always call, is this something that I'm missing? A part of the episode, or the season? Why does she call Andy June and Reza June? What is June? I'm not sure what that means. She's always like, oh, listen, Andy June, listen. She's kind of like, I like Destiny, but she's kind of like the old school Snooki of the Shahs of Sunset. That's what she reminds me of a little bit. Or Angelina. She kind of reminds me of the old school Angelina without the trash bag luggage. June is honey, like in Persian. Okay, see, like in Thailand, they say P before your name because it means like brother or like sister, so it's like a sign of respect. I figured that was something. June is love. Okay, June, term of affection. Okay, so I figured it meant something. I was wondering, unless she was just giving them like a baby name, but I felt like it would have a meaning. So they were saying in this episode recap, the second part of the recap, or second part of the reunion, that MJ originally didn't sign her contract for the first 7 weeks, and Reza said that filming was a lot easier without her. Like the vibe was better, and MJ's kind of rebuttal back was, well, if the vibe was better, then why is the whole show about me? And that's, I mean, she kind of has a point. But I don't know. I from your guys' standpoint, do you guys feel like MJ carries the weight of the show? Do you feel like she's the main focus? And apparently she waited to sign her contract for the 7 weeks because she was trying to negotiate a higher pay rate. And then finally, I don't think she got that higher pay rate, but then they ended up bringing her on anyways. Obviously, she's, some pay's better than no pay, and I'm sure she's getting paid just fine. But she ended up coming back on anyways, and then that's when everything supposedly got tumultuous. Let's see. Destiny tries too much. Let's see what you guys are saying. Oh my God, good comparison, dirty little hamster. Thanks, Shan. Dirty little possum. I don't watch any of the... Oh, thank you. MJ is a big part of the show, I think. I think so too, guys. Guys, we have 44 in the room. Let's try to push for 50. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I had my 4 shots of espresso, so I'm right back at it. Okay, so anyways, took my notes on my phone. I wanted to ask you guys, yes, do you think that MJ carries most of the weight of the whole show on her back? MJ is a big part of the show. Sounds like Destiny is resenting her or something towards contracts. This cat is a bunch of freaks. Carla, you're funny. All right, so then we get on to the whole topic of Reza and Adam's open relationship, if they do or if they don't. So I guess MJ keeps on putting out the word that apparently they have an open relationship, they cheat on each other, and she's almost doing this supposedly or allegedly through other third parties like Ali and Destiny, and that's what the rumor is. But the rumor is apparently they have an unfaithful, open gay relationship. And of course, Reza and Adam are denying that, which, if they're denying it, then we just have to go by what they say, right? But I do have to say this. I live in Los Angeles, and I do know other people in the Bravo sphere and who are married and also in gay relationships and whatever. And I'm from the South. I wasn't aware of this, but they do. Open relationships are like a big thing here. They do that. So not they, just gay people, because I'm gay, so I can say that, I guess. But anybody, they like everybody, open relationships. It's a different thing out here. So could it be a thing that they do partake in and maybe they just don't want to share that on TV? Yes, because they're allowed to have some sort of privacy. I mean, they're not signing their whole life away. Destiny just came from the couch. She has zero storyline. Pamela, welcome, Pamela. Hi. I don't trust Adam. He looks shady. Yeah, it's yes. Bit snooty. Yeah, Rose. I mean, I'm not into it, but I'm not judging anybody who does it. But the whole naked Jenga thing. So Adam admits that he had inappropriate conversations with Ali. Yes, he admits to that. And also, I don't know how he got the pass for sharing the picture of his, I don't know how Reza gave him a pass for that. But he did admit to sending the inappropriate text. He just said that he did not partake in Jenga. And it was funny because in the reunion, everybody's like, oh, yes, you admitted to it. Thank God, Adam. Thank God. And I'm sitting there like, well, no, SHIT. I don't know if I can cuss. I have a bad sailor's mouth. But no shit. Obviously, he's going to admit to it. The guy came with a stack of papers of the text messages. So why wouldn't he admit to it? He'd be a fool not to admit to it. It's not like he's doing something that's like off the wall, like, oh, you came out and said it first. No, he didn't. He didn't say it first. If Ali wouldn't have said it, this probably would have never been a thing, and this would have not been a topic, and Reza probably still wouldn't even know. And that's how I feel about that. What is Jenga? Jenga is that thing where you stack up the blocks and you stack them like this, and then you have to pull one out, and you have to try to make sure that the tower doesn't lean. And then once you pull one out, you stack it back on top, but you have to do it as many times as you can without having the tower drop. If the tower drops on your accord, then you're the loser. That's Jenga. Okay? No reason to play naked, really. Yeah, that's just strange. I mean, like, maybe naked. It's Twister. Twister, where you twist the thing and you red hand, blue, yellow hand. I would get why people would maybe play that naked or something, but Jenga, I don't get that. All right, what else do we have here? So, he did agree. He took responsibility for the text. And I did want to ask you guys, by the way, everybody has to chime in on this. Guys, we have 61 in the room. 61, that's awesome. Let's push for 70. Thank you guys so much. Pile into the room. We're recapping right now last night's episode, part 2 of the reunion of Shahs of Sunset. So thanks, guys, for coming. So I wanted to know, guys, we see Reza throw the water in Ali's face. This is crazy because sometimes I feel like people do this stuff for TV, and I know Shan likes my analogies or my comparisons, but I feel like people do stuff for TV, and they don't realize that, like, sometimes you don't know who you're messing with. So throwing a drink in somebody's face, like, it's like when Nicki Minaj came at Cardi B and she was talking crazy to her at the Met Gala. Cardi B was like, look, this SHIT is really for TV because I don't play like that. And she, like, you know how that went down. So I'm just saying, like, it's crazy the fact that people are so comfortable throwing drinks in each other's face, like somebody's not going to snatch you across the table. I don't understand that mentality. But I am curious who you guys think would win, if you guys think that would have been an Ali or Reza fight. Drunken, Uno, and Naked Twister. Oh, gosh. I don't know. I think Ali wants camera time, to be honest with you, Kelly. I feel like, I don't know what you guys think, but I think he's trying really hard to inch his way into the Shahs of Sunset. And I think even Reza said that on one of the first episodes when he talks about it and says that Ali has been all of a sudden coming around all the time. And then they do the flashbacks in the season. And he's like at this party, then he's at this party, then he's all of a sudden behind the bar, then he's looking over their shoulder while they're filming. It's like, we're get out of here. Reza has about 60 pounds on Ali. You're right, Jamal. Yeah, but that's also... Oh, guys, Shan, I thought you might like this. So I can't talk about where this was at or whatever, but I was serving tables at one point in Los Angeles, and I was also working at nightclubs, but I was serving tables, and I served Reza and MJ. And this was, I want to say maybe, I don't know. It was more than 3 years ago. But I served Reza and MJ, so I thought that Shan and Van would enjoy that. They were super nice. They were great. But Reza does have that kind of energy about him that he's like, hi. But everybody recognizes him with the stash. Everyone recognizes him. I mean, but I also notice, guys, I do notice, if anybody knows Los Angeles, there's like a little city within Los Angeles called West Hollywood, and anybody who's a Bravo celebrity, like all of them navigate towards West Hollywood, and they all walk this one strip between Melrose, Robertson, and Santa Monica, and they just walk it and go into the different little bougie restaurants, and that's where they know they're going to be seen. And then when they walk around, they're like, oh, no, pictures, I'm just looking for a friend. And it's like, you know exactly what you're doing, but that's fine. Honestly, I don't remember. Actually, um, Shan said, "How about the tip from Reza and MJ?" I actually think I was supposed to go out with friends that night, so I think I gave up the table. I was just really like, get them their drinks and get them out. I was not about it. I don't get excited about that stuff though. I don't like. It's fun to interview people, but like, I don't care about bringing them a rosé. That's not. Ugh. Carla, Is Carla in Los Angeles? Okay. So guys, let's jump back in. We have 66 people in the room. I'm going to keep the conversation moving. All right. Where should we go from here? Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about. Did you guys know or remember that Reza posted MJ's medical records on Instagram? And Andy brought this up and he said, that don't you feel like you violated her? Like you violated her medical records? And she's like, yeah, you did violate me. Yeah, you did, And he's like, how did I violate you? I'm not a doctor. I didn't release something that I signed that I'm not supposed to have. I didn't give you something. Like I don't have an MD. I didn't do anything that wasn't public already. I didn't release anything. And Andy's like, that's still, you're talking about her fallopian tubes. You're talking about a major surgery. You're talking about her ability to have babies. That's a big thing. And he's like, whatever, man. I didn't, it's not that big of a deal. Like her husband, and just kind of deflected a little bit. This whole thing was a big deflection, actually, if you guys watched. And if you didn't watch, like Shan, when you get to watch, you'll just see that they just go back and forth the whole time. And they're just pretty much like, no, well, you need to admit what you lied about. That's what Reza says. And then MJ goes back and says, you need to admit what you lied about. So it's just a constant back and forth with absolutely no resolution. They end up kicking everybody out of the room, which Nema thought was okay, that's fine, because he didn't really chime in a whole lot on this part two. I didn't see him talking a whole lot. But he was just like, man, I gotta eat. And Gigi was like this, like just stoned out of her mind. And she was eating, actually. And then Andy was like, all right, Destiny, Nema, Gigi, I need you guys to get out of the room. I'm gonna try to mediate this. And Mike, I want you to stay because you have a good head on your shoulders and you do great at mediating. So then they sit there and it becomes like a crazy thing. And they're like, we'll never get back to being the same. And then we just end it like that. Robin, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm learning the difference between super stickers and super chats. This one's a super chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate the love and support. Thank you, Robin. I'm actually gonna get clips to put on like clothespins, and every time I get a super chat, I'm gonna put a clothespin on to see how annoying it gets, if I can fill up both ears. Yes. So I don't know. I didn't see Nema on the verge to cry. When did Mike become an adult? I like this new Mike. I like it too, but they give him a lot of credit. But yes, you're right. Isn't Mike like 40-ish? I don't know if he's 40. The whole Wall Street, Melrose, Maple Street is nothing but famous people. Never know who you might run into. Yeah. Yeah, but no. So we end up getting nowhere with this whole conversation. We end up cutting out, and it was sad because they showed so many flashbacks of Reza and MJ's relationship over all of the past few years, like 30 years, not even whatever, but the past few years that they were filming. And it's just sad. You see them go through so many things together. You see just really how the relationship has grown, the ups, the downs, all of the good, the bad, the ugly, everything in between. And then when he was there for her, when her dad was passing away, it was just terrible. The whole thing was terrible. It made me cry. It was just sad to watch. But I don't want to end you guys off with a sad note because, as you guys know, Andy said you have to catch the last 10 minutes of the episode. This is why. So we cut out of the reunion, and then it ends and goes to after the reunion, which obviously means I guess there's not a part 3 of the reunion. So we cut out and we go to after the reunion. It's 30 years. Yes, they tried not to hurt. Yep. Yeah. We're not getting a part 3 of the reunion, I'm guessing. Don't hold me to it, but obviously like the way they cut out in the last 10 minutes. we cut to Reza, and he has like crazy bedhead. It's like this. He's like kind of like, good morning, getting his coffee, trying to act all natural. Like that's not even natural at all, but that's fine. And then you see him, he gets on the phone with MJ. MJ cuts in, and when MJ cuts in, she's like, hey, how are you doing? Yes, I'm just at the park with my dog. And you guys don't see, but in the corner, you see like a camera panning in. And then obviously producers were like, get out of the video, get out of the video, get out of the video. So they end up getting out of the video, and she's like, hey, how are you doing? And he's like, I'm good. That reunion was rough. And she's like, yeah, the reunion was rough. Is there any way we can fix this? And he's like, I don't know. I don't know if I can get past this. I just want to learn to trust you again. Gina said it was 4 weeks later. I just want to get, and actually MJ looked great in it too, Gina. But it, you know, I just want to learn if I can trust you again. And they get to a point where there's hope. She says, say hi to Adam for me. He says, say hi to Tommy. You know, like they're going to work on it. So obviously that opens us up to another season of Shahs of Sunset. Whew. All right, guys. I'm going to drop the link real quick to see if anybody wants to call in. That was the total recap of episode or of the reunion part 2. If you guys want to call in, go ahead. Let's see. Thank you, Danny. Yeah, I agree, Kelly. Does anyone besides me just want Gigi to shut the... Oh. Huh? Fake. Yeah, I agree. I think it was totally... This had to have been for... This is just a build-up for the new episode. Or for the new season, for sure. It's about as real as the Brandy Denise sit down and, oops, accidentally spilled. They did that to secure the next season. Can't have another without them together. I agree, Shan. Kelly. MJ looked really good at the duck pond. I thought she looked great. So was MJ a bank robber? I didn't get all of that. I didn't understand that either. Yeah, I didn't understand that. All right. Real quick, I'm going to bring in Carla to see what she thinks about last night's episode. Hi, Carla.
Okay. Hi, Adam. How are you? Okay, so I didn't really get to watch the full episode, but I definitely watched the reunion, like you said. And this cast is a bunch of freaks. They nasty. They're ridiculous. All they did was talking about fisting and thumbing each other all reunion. Like, really? That's what we're doing?
Well,
like,
welcome,
I
welcome
you know,
to the
you told me to
Shahs
go
of
visit
Sunset.
this last season, so I went to go see the reunion, and it was just too much for me. I couldn't even bear to stand it. I have to find an episode to watch. Maybe I'll get a little bit more oomph to it, but right now I just think it's too much.
Yeah, if you actually watch it like in the middle of the season, they have really good drama. It does get all over the place, but it gets good.
Yeah,
I had to remind myself.
I was definitely confused. Like, I see what everybody's talking about. Was it Reza?
Yeah, Reza.
He's definitely a little headstrong. So is Destiny. Destiny seems like she's really out for the clout, or she's trying to seek some type of attention, but she's not seeking it in the right way. So she's really finna get herself in a real messed up predicament, but it'll all be her fault.
I agree. Wait. Hold on. Debbie?
Oh my girl,
Hi.
Debbie!
I know Debbie.
Hi, everybody. Oh my God. All right. So I just watched it before you came on.
Okay, me too.
But I still think like everybody is dead wrong in this equation. I think the major problem is MJ wanted to create a storyline by throwing her best friend of 30 years under the bus, Reza, by trying to open up what his personal relationship is with his husband. And I think the rest of the friends are in like a gray area with that because nobody knows whether Reza and Adam have an open relationship or not.
Yeah,
I think all of them they know that Adam sends all of these inappropriate texts and they just go, oh, well, that's Adam.
With inappropriate photos, which there's a difference. In inappropriate text, like, hey, next time I see you, I'm gonna grab your butt, or send a photo of me naked. That's two totally different things.
But the friends have not said, yo, like, calm that down. That's not good. So no one has told Adam. They just allowed him to continue to do it. And now he's broadening his send list to people like Ali who can't be trusted.
No,
he's gonna do what he wants to regardless.
Do you watch Real Housewives of New York?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just like when Dorinda said this past episode about Ramona. She's like, no, she's a 60-something-year-old woman. You have to be accountable for what you do.
And that was the problem. Adam was not accountable the whole season.
Release situation from Beverly Hills. Golly.
Nobody cares about what Reza and Adam's like business is, but they didn't say anything to Adam because that's Reza's husband. Okay, whatever. They're not thinking anything serious about it. They don't think it's a come on because most of them are not gay. And they're not going to try to hurt Reza by making a big deal about it. It's just Adam. But when you send to people like Ali, who are trying to get a come up and trying to get on the show and are open to manipulation by people like MJ, who trying to renegotiate their contract and create a storyline for themselves, that's where you fall into trouble. And my problem with Adam this season was he never took accountability for his actions in this whole thing until last night's episode. And I think that's why everybody was clapping that he finally owned up to his part of the problem, And it shouldn't have taken that long. He should have owned that from the beginning because he was at fault.
You actually just gave me the best idea.
What?
I'm going to make a video of the top 5 Ali's, the come-ups of any of the the Bravo franchises. It reminds me of the cookie lady from Real Housewives of Atlanta. Yeah. There's always somebody who comes in that's trying to get some TV time to make their way in. And then Bravo always makes them look so bad. It's like Miami Girl, too.
Like Brittany from 90 Day Fiancé.
Okay. She had an actual cast member contract. But yeah, I guess you could say the same thing.
Right.
All right. So, okay. So I guess with that being said, Debbie, what do you think, since you just watched it, what was the best and worst thing about watching part 2? The best thing that came out of it and the worst thing, the most cringeworthy thing to watch?
The most cringeworthy thing for me was watching Reza and MJ attack each other, because that is like almost a lifelong friendship. And those are few and far between in this life. And to let something as stupid as a reality show get in the way of that, yeah. I can't, like, I don't understand that. Like, I have a very close circle of friends and I value each and every one of them. I'm not going to let anything petty get in between that. We've been friends forever. The silliest thing I think was, what's his name? The guy with the chiclets and doing the teeth. Yeah, he's just so silly with those teeth. I mean, they're cute and everything, but
those are
doing that on TV.
I envy those teeth. I wish I had a mouthful of those little chiclets.
No.
I gotta bring in also, just because this feels like deja vu. Shan missed part 2.
You didn't miss much.
Oh, but I want to know, did it talk about Paulina's ring?
No, I didn't see that.
No.
She had a big old rock on episode 1, and I was hoping episode 2 would discuss it.
I saw that, but I didn't want to get my hopes up.
No, there was no mention of it.
Okay,
No,
I
they
thought you said
really
Venus.
they hyper focused on MJ and Reza. That was like the whole focus of part 2.
Hmm.
But
I
But it doesn't
need
sound like
to
there was
sit back and watch MJ a little more. I need to really investigate into him because he seems like he's a little bit sneaky.
Reza.
Reza?
MJ.
MJ's the girl with the big.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. Is it not Adam? Adam, that's his
Oh.
name.
Adam's
Adam. I'm
the
sorry.
Reza.
That's Reza's husband, right?
Yeah.
I know of the picture thing that we were talking about, but it's a little bit more than that. I think this guy may have a sexual addiction problem.
That's what they talked about. They've talked
Yeah.
about that, Carly.
Yeah, but you know, I want to say like he wanted to get in this relationship, but I don't think he was really ready. But she may have gave him some type of interpretation that it was okay to have this open relationship if that's what they have. So that's why I said I think I need to sit back and I need to really watch the reunion all over again.
No, Carly, you almost need to go back 2 seasons where they canceled their first wedding. You are on point.
Yeah. Yeah. But didn't Adam go to therapy for sexual addiction? Because I think he was on doing internet porn or something like that and wasn't having sex with Reza. Isn't that why they canceled the first wedding?
That does sound vaguely familiar, but I cannot confirm or deny.
I think so. But I also want to know, I might have missed it this season, but did anybody see whether Tommy apologized for his role in this, or was it only MJ apologizing on behalf of her husband? Because he did go over and trash their house, but he went with the intent of beating the two of Adam and Reza. He went with that. Remember, he went with that billy club and tore up their whole backyard.
Did he apologize, Shan?
I don't remember.
actually don't think so, which is why I was aghast, because you're right. I don't really remember that he did. But his Instagram rants are, I live for them. I live for them. Every time I read them in his voice. Like,
oh my God. See, and I think it's important. I think the two couples need to sit down and everybody needs to apologize to each other, because it isn't just the two individuals of Reza and MJ. They now have spouses, and it is involving those spouses, and they will not get a proper resolution unless all of them own up to what they did and apologize to each other, and then they can start trying to repair those relationships.
Mm-hmm. That's very mature of you.
That was one.
While these cameras are running, though, nobody's gonna hold themselves accountable for anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I did have one more question.
I just don't think, to finish up your thought, I don't think Reza has enough self-awareness to be able to do that. Unfortunately,
at all.
It's exactly what is needed to heal, but I don't think Reza has enough self-awareness.
And her mindset, she thinks what she does is okay. So of course she's not gonna think that she's doing anything wrong.
I agree with both of you. Reza and MJ are basically the same personality. They really are, just two different sexes, but they are basically the same personality, and they have the same behaviors, which makes for a really good watching. But I don't know. It would be nice, because there is no Reza without MJ and vice versa. I think when you asked before, if like she is the major part of the show, she is. But for me, it hinges on having Reza there, because they make good trouble together.
Yeah.
And that's what I like.
Yeah. I think that. Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say, have you seen the blogs where people want to see a show with just MJ, Tommy, and Vita June? I would tune in for that. That
would actually be. I mean, they give other silly shows, like, I mean, I know it's a different network, but the Chantel family, whatever.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you give? And also,
and Vita June are gold. They are so entertaining.
But only if Vita goes back to being nasty Vita and tearing at Mercedes' fragile ego.
Oh, really? You want to see her go back? And she's made
she
still has that nasty, shady side.
She does.
I love a good mother-daughter duo, though, when it's I mean, I hate that it's toxic for such good reality TV. Did you guys ever catch when Black China had her show and she had her mom Tokyo Toni come on? I think it was like just one season of it, but her mom was gonna like snatch her across the table, and Black China was like flipping out like that. I love a good toxic mother, like Janelle and her mom from Teen Mom.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're going way back.
yeah. That's another. Thank you for inspiring another video. The toxic mother daughter duos.
Oh my God.
Let's get positive here. All right. Before we go ahead and wrap this up, I'm just gonna go around real quick and say favorite moment of what we caught at the reunion. Shan, you go first. Go ahead.
I only saw clips, so that Mike is now the mediator.
Okay, so Mike's growing up. That's a shocker. That's a good point. Carla, what'd you catch that's your favorite part?
I didn't get to watch too much, but as soon as I get off here, I'm about to go sit under the hairdryer and I'm about to turn this stuff on and I'm about to watch it doggone it because I need to know what I'm missing.
Okay, make yourself a mimosa too. It's only Monday.
Oh, you see the liquor store right there? I'm on the way.
I like that. I like that about Carla. I like that. No judgment here. I'm only drinking water, so maybe I should go to the liquor store. Debbie?
Yeah, I got that on deck too. Can't have enough water.
Oh yeah, my favorite part is just MJ and Reza arguing back and forth. You need to say sorry. You need to say sorry. Sorry about what? All of y'all are wrong. Just go away.
Good point, Shan.
I forgot. I did have a favorite moment. MJ cried so hard she lost a lash and kept filming with just one lash on.
Oh no!
I'm crying.
I didn't even.
That was it. That was it.
That. No, I think my favorite part was the fact that when Gigi's sitting there, we see her start from the very beginning of the reunion, and she's like this, like, "Hey guys," and then slowly as the reunion gets more and more, she's like,
and she starts eating. Oh my God!
She just gets more and more stoned, and then at some point she's just like this. She's like, MJ, can you just stop being a B word and like just be accountable? I'm so sick of it. And she's out of it. She's not even there. Andy's like, why are we paying you to be here?
Was she eating? She had the munchies.
Yeah, she got the munchies. Yeah.
She ate more than one thing. She was eating out of the Tupperware. She was eating something at the last one. Yeah. She just kept
She wanted to walk her dog at one point. We're like, girl, really?
Yeah. Everybody kept getting up. That's the problem with these virtual realities. When you don't want to listen, they just get up. That's my only complaint, because it's fun when they get up off the stage and they walk away and you look like an idiot because you walk away and then you have to walk back on the stage and everybody watches you walk back. But when you walk off camera, it's just so easy to be like, even when Nene turned off the camera for the reunion, she's like, bloop. It's like, that sucks. That's not fair.
Oh, another good part, when MJ went straight up to her camera screaming at it, fogging it up, and I lost track of what she was saying because all I was seeing was like her breath in the monitor. But yeah, like MJ spent this whole episode just screaming and ranting about nothing.
Yeah. Oh, when she told Reza that he smells like cats and I can smell you from here.
Oh my God.
That was so, and then she started spraying perfume.
Yeah, that was a little rough. And Vita just came in to the screen and she's like, you guys need to get it together. I hate this. I want you guys to get along. They're going to get along. I mean, like we said, obviously this is a 6-figure paycheck. They need to snap it together. She has a baby. Reza has a husband that needs therapy. We have bills to pay. So they're going to snap it back together. I fully trust. But with that being said, Carla, Shan, Debbie, thank you guys so much for coming in. And if you guys are available tomorrow, we have special Bravo Celebrity guests coming for Super Bravo Tuesday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you guys can make it, I'll see you tomorrow, and I'll post it in my community tab.
All right. See you later, guys.
Also, if anyone's available watching 90 Day tonight too, I'm going to be doing a full live recap at 7:15 p.m. tonight, Pacific Standard Time.
Okay, awesome. Cool.
Mouthful. Bye, guys.
I'll be there.
Bye.
All right. All right, guys, how awesome was that? So what a great season of the Shahs of Sunset. Thank you guys again so much for coming in and tuning in. Happy Monday. 64 in the room. I think we got up to like 68 or something like that. So awesome, awesome, awesome. And thank you so much, Robin, for the super chat. It means the world to me. Thank you, guys. And if you guys missed it, I just uploaded maybe 30, 40 minutes before this, a new video, and it was 5 reasons to watch the upcoming 5th season of The Real Housewives of Potomac. So the 5 reasons: we have a new housewife, Dr. Wendy Osefo. She's going to be amazing. I cover all of this in the video. We're going to see Ashley Darby and Michael Darby's big cheating scandal come to life. We're going to see Monique Samuels and Candace Dillard Bassett. They have a big fight. Is Karen Huger getting a divorce? And there was one more thing, but you guys can't expect me to remember all of this. Just go watch the video. And with that being said, I'm going to be doing TLC's 90-day recap tonight live at 7:15 Pacific Standard Time, 7:15 p.m. And then, of course, everybody knows tomorrow is the 2nd episode of the newly famous Super Bravo Tuesday. We're going to do that live at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I have exciting Bravo celebrity guests, so you guys have to be there. Make sure you come support, and thank you guys again so much for everything. See you next time. Bye, Jolene. Couldn't forget about you.